Imagine you're managing a bustling sports bar on playoff Sunday. Or, you're running the AV for a high-stakes corporate event. You have 9 different high-definition video feeds.
Right, which is a lot to handle.
It is. And the question is, how do you get all 9 of them onto a single screen without it turning into a chaotic, glitchy mess? Welcome to today's deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Our mission today is to unpack exactly how specialized AV hardware solves this problem. Specifically, we're looking at the WolfPack 4K 30Hz9 Port HDMI Multiviewer from HDTV Supply. So, okay, let's unpack this. Getting 9 feeds onto one display isn't just about, plugging in a bunch of cables, is it?
Oh, definitely not. I mean, it really is the ultimate routing nightmare. You aren't just pushing video. You are dealing with the timing, resolution, and the sheer bandwidth of, 9 separate high-definition streams colliding all at once.
Right, so it's less like a traffic cop and more like a zipper.
That's a good way to put it.
It has to perfectly interlock the data packets from 9 different streams, millisecond by millisecond, holding some frames back in a buffer just long enough to fit them into a single 4K output.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here is that exact mechanism. Merging HDMI signals requires synchronizing clock speeds across all those inputs.
Which sounds incredibly complex.
It really is. The device, officially known by its part number, HDTV-W9, uses onboard frame buffers, so the visual frames align perfectly without screen tearing.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, that's how it outputs a true 3840 by 2160 resolution at 30 Hz without dropping data.
But wait, pushing that much data usually requires pristine, short cable runs? And the specs claim it works with standard HDMI cables up to 15 meters?
Yep, up to 15 meters.
Usually HDMI starts degrading past 10 meters without an active repeater. How is it maintaining a pristine 4K signal at that distance?
Well, it has active equalization built right in to compensate for that signal attenuation. You can literally hide this unit in an AV closet way down the hall from the display.
Oh, wow, that's convenient.
And it doesn't even need to be a perfectly climate-controlled room. It's built to survive extreme operating temperatures, anywhere from -15 degrees Celsius up to a sweltering 55 degrees Celsius.
So from a freezing unheated garage to a completely unventilated server rack.
Pretty much, yeah. And at just 792 grams, you wouldn't even need a dedicated rack shelf. You could easily mount this behind a display or under a conference table with, heavy-duty Velcro.
Right. But here is where I have to play devil's advocate for a second. Why go with a dedicated physical hardware switcher for $350 when, so many setups are moving toward software-based AV over IP networks?
I mean, it comes down to guaranteed reliability and enterprise-level control without the massive network overhead.
Okay, fair point.
Because software can crash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And AV over IP requires intense, ongoing network configuration. This physical device gives you hardware-level seamless switching.
Wait, what exactly is seamless switching in this context? You just mean it's fast?
Well, I mean, zero latency and no drop signals. When you use the IR remote to change layout, say, moving from a 3x3 grid to one large main feed, there are no black screens or awkward buffering.
Oh, so it just snaps right to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those internal frame buffers ensure the transition is instantaneous. It also features audio and video superposition.
Superposition.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about picture-in-picture layering or overwriting audio from one specific feed?
Actually, both. You can intelligently layer your visual content and explicitly choose which audio feed takes priority over the master output.
That's super useful.
Plus, it processes for what the specs call clearer subtitles, which is an essential feature in noisy environments like a sports bar where, let's be honest, nobody can hear the commentary over the crowd anyway.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's not just passively displaying the video, it's actively managing and enhancing the presentation.
Right. And when you are wiring a professional meeting hall, you are paying for proven reliability. The vendor, HDTV Supply, is a 25-year global home for AV products with a track record of over 10,000 positive reviews.
Which is huge for peace of mind.
It is. You simply cannot afford for the screen to go dark during a CEO's keynote.
You really can't. So for you listening, the big takeaway from this deep dive is how specialized tech elegantly solves our modern problem of information overload.
Right. It takes 9 chaotic streams, synchronizes them at the millisecond level, and organizes them into one cohesive, pristine 4K display.
Yeah, it basically handles the digital heavy lifting so the viewer just sees a perfectly integrated picture.
Exactly, doing all the hard work behind the scenes.
It really does. But it leaves me with one final thought to mull over. As our technology flawlessly merges 9 high-definition feeds onto a single screen without a single dropped frame, at what point does the human brain's ability to actually process all that information become the true bottleneck?